Bum, bum, bum. Hey, UNC.
Oh, yeah.
What's up? Lauren, how are you?
I'm good today. How are you?
We're good. So thank you so much for agreeing to test our app prototype. So we're just gonna start off the bat. You are a college student and you're a first year in real life, and same for this example as well. But basically, we just want you to review this app and tell us what you think. Okay? Sounds good? Okay. Role play. This is your phone.
Good.
What are your thoughts initially when you open this app? You see this homeschooling.
I feel I kind of relate to the character because a lot of times in freshman year, like I'm just confused on like what to do. I don't know where I want to get involved. Like in high school, I had a bunch of connections and like established places in clubs, but now on a new campus, I'm like, what in the world? So it's kind of welcoming.
All right, got it. And how do you feel about the title? Like, want to get involved?
Is the ED like education? Or
It's
just
whatever you want it to be.
involved ed? Get involved in.
All right, so what would you press to start?
I'm tempted to. Well, I'd probably press the get started button. But I think it'd be like a cool feature to like be able to press on like the speech bubbles.
Got it.
And then answer those questions.
All right, well, get started. Go ahead.
So this takes you into a survey. So just like, what's your opinion on some of these questions? How would you like to see them rephrased, or like, how would you like to respond to them? Whether it's
Give us your
choice,
thoughts.
yeah. What's your thoughts?
Should I just go through and
Yeah,
do
go
it?
through it.
All right. I'm a first year, and I identify as a female. My intended major is environmental studies. I'm from Charlotte. I heard about this from a friend, and my number one reason for joining a club is to get like involved in campus and do something I'm passionate about.
How do you feel about the questions?
I like the questions a lot. They seem like it's like getting to know you. Part of me is like, how would this help me find a club? But I feel like it's good general information. Or like if it does help you join clubs, then it's like something that they already know about you.
Yeah. Do you think there are any questions that are unnecessary?
I don't think so.
Moving right along. Next page, same kind of thing. Like, how would you respond? Do you like the format? What do you think about it? What we should change?
I feel like if anything, being a short answer, like if I wasn't super motivated to like use the app, like if I just been told about it, I might be kind of discouraged and be like, I don't really feel like I want to think of all these answers. But because there's only 4 of them, I feel like it's not that bad at all.
Do you think if there were a faster way to fill it in, you would
Yeah.
be... So like what would be a method for you that you would enjoy?
I kind of am thinking of like those like checking off the boxes of like things you're interested in, and then that kind of being like a filter system.
Got it. Anything else?
But I also do like, I think that short answers are valuable.
Yeah.
And that-
Got it. Like filling something.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, next page. Thoughts, impressions.
I
Sorry,
enjoy the
action.
clock. I like it. It's a nice visual. And I like that it's like a pie chart, because a lot of times I feel like my time is just divided into a bunch of sectors.
Is there anything you think is missing or you'd like to see?
I'm intrigued to know where my hours are going would be used for, or like what knowledge it would generate for the clubs.
Got it. Is there anything you wish you could fill out more? Like maybe if it were more specific?
Or an easier way to do it?
I think it might be more specific if you're like, how many hours can you invest like per day, per week, per month? That way it's like, or like, and there could be like multiple clocks, I guess,
Right.
for like different time commitments, like how many months you're looking to get involved. Like, is it a one in time, like a
whole
one,
year
like
thing.
the whole year? Is it like 4 years? Is it one and done?
Got it. Interesting. All right. Next page. Time and involvement. Thoughts, feelings.
I like that. I like the selection. I think that that's like also really important to think about when you're joining clubs, and something that I usually don't. I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'll join it, like see what happens. But I think that's good to like know what you want from a club and how you're gonna get involved. And so I like that. I like this page a lot.
Got it. What do you think of the other questions? Like going down. Like say you're filling this out for yourself.
Yeah. I think the questions are really good because it like helps. Because like ultimately, if this is like where you're trying to get involved in campus and like finding clubs, like these are all questions that should be asked and like should be known.
Do you think that the placement of them all is the most helpful, or is there a better way you think we could arrange them? And this could go for like the entire survey, not just this page.
Right.
I like this a lot, and I like that it's like multiple choice and not short answer.
Got it.
Because that
It's
like
like
makes
less
it more
confronting.
consistent. Yeah.
All right. Well, next page.
Dun, dun,
Results are
dun.
tabulating.
Wow.
Wow. Exciting.
So you can press the little
Okay,
heart.
press here.
Boop.
Nice sound, Max.
Oh.
So these are your results, and from here it took all your responses and
Yeah.
filtered them together to come up with an assortment of clubs that they think you might be involved in. And it has basically the club profile, who you know that might be involved, the club website, basically
The mantra.
exactly. And so you have the option here to swipe left or swipe right, and it'll compile the clubs you swipe right for into
Might
a
remind
folder.
you of Tinder.
Might remind you of Tinder.
Wouldn't be weird if it did.
I totally see the connection, and I love it.
Thoughts?
No, I really like that, because a lot of times a couple times, like jokingly, I've written on my application, like, I enjoy long walks on the beach, like I'm in Aries, and I'm like, oh, sorry, I forgot this wasn't my Tinder profile, it's for a club. And so I think this is like a really good platform for it, and it makes it interesting for me to like see it quickly and not have to read a whole paragraph about it. I think the profiles of like people that you know is also important, because a lot of times I like get involved with clubs just initially because one of my friends is like, hey, you should do it,
Right.
and then I feel like you know that, and then you also like agree with what the mantra is, and you have time for it.
What more would you wish to know about a club that's not on this page?
Ooh. I guess like when they have meetings.
Maybe where.
Yeah, when and where.
Got it. Especially as like a freshman.
Yeah. Yeah. Trying to figure out like schedules.
Right. So kind of go through it. Like, how would you approach this?
I'd probably look at the time commitment, see if it aligned with my calendar or my schedule, and then if there like happens to be the dates on it already, I'd want to go look at that. I'd read the mantra. I'd be like, oh look, there's 2 of my friends that are already in it. Maybe I'll text them and like see if they like it, and then I might go to the website right away if I was really interested in it. I like that it's at the end, because then it's like you have time to read through everything and decide if that's something that you want.
Got it.
Or you can just save it for later.
Got it.
Good swipe.
Swipe. Let's
Yeah.
go. Next page.
Beach volleyball club. This is, see, like initially just the title of it, I'm like, I played volleyball in high school. I want to do beach volleyball club.
Love it.
6 hours a week. I mean, that's manageable. It might be a little bit much for me, but I like it.
Got it. So swipe right or swipe left?
I'm probably gonna have to swipe right, which is that going like that?
I think so.
Okay. Maybe you guys can have like a demo swipe before you go into it,
yeah.
because I know swiping
You just
directions
had
always
trouble.
confuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pastry. Again, I worked at a bakery in high school. I love baking. Super low commitment. The mantra I really resonate with. It means a lot to me.
Just quickly.
And I see that my friend Caroline's already baking a lot, and so I'm probably gonna like call her, like go to the home button, dial up the number, say, hey Caroline, what you doing? She's gonna be like, I'm baking, and I'm like, all right, perfect, I'm gonna join.
Thanks, Lauren. Wait, so after using this app, like, could you see yourself using it? Like, would you recommend it? Like, what are your initial thoughts of the app?
I really like it, because I was actually having a conversation earlier today about one of my friends was like, I joined a sorority and I feel like I'm in class, but I like haven't joined any clubs, and it's really hard to get involved because like on the student website they do have it has like all the clubs on it. You can go through and filter everything, but that's really it's lost and overwhelming. It's how it makes you feel.
Yeah.
You don't know what to do. And Week of Welcome is so overwhelming.
How many
Fall
times
Fest.
do you see yourself using this? Like, would it be a one and done, or every time you think you could like handle more, you could use it again?
I'd honestly probably use it just like whenever I felt like I had free time and was looking for something to get involved in. I think something that also could be useful is like if I have already like found my passions or something, like being able to like put a filter on there and then just like look at those clubs that like fit like the criteria like on one of these back pages. If I was just like, I know I want a club that has like a 3-hour time commitment and maybe like in the mantra has these keywords.
Got it.
I think that'd be
Anything
nice.
else?
I think that's it. I like it. I definitely use it. Definitely recommend it. Thanks, Lauren.